All right, welcome back, everybody. This is episode 3 of our countdown to Doomsday, and that means we are covering Iron Man. Iron Man premiered May 2nd, 2008. It is starring Robert Downey Jr., Gwyneth Paltrow, Jeff Bridges, and Terrence Howard. Currently, it has an IMDb score of 7.9. The Rotten Tomatoes scores, it has a 91% audience rating and a 94% critics rating. And I just want to read you a synopsis real quick. It says, billionaire industrialist Tony Stark is kidnapped by a terrorist group in Afghanistan. After building a high-tech suit of armor to escape, he returns to the United States and refines the technology to combat global threats as the armored superhero Iron Man. So go ahead and let's talk about the box office.
Box office. This is one of my favorite things to look at because we can go and see all the movies that came out. Domestic, it was number 2 with 318 million. And then Dark Knight beat it out with 530 million.
Dark Knight came out the same year. That's crazy to think about. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is right behind at 317 million. Oh, wow.
That's the worst. I mean, that's not even a good movie.
I never watched it.
It's the worst
Indiana Jones look good
movie, but it's not even a good movie.
It didn't look good enough to watch.
Shia LaBeouf.
It didn't look good, so I didn't bother watching.
So, in fact, with the worldwide, it was number 8.
Number 8 worldwide. Okay.
Worldwide. So worldwide was 585 million.
Wow.
Dark Knight's still at number 1. Indiana Jones is at number 2. That makes no sense.
I just can't. I mean, I know it's Indiana Jones, but it's kind of hard to believe that people actually went to the theater and wasted their time and money.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it was because they had Indiana Jones. That's gonna attract everybody.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's the only attraction, clearly, because I mean, their reviews were pretty harsh.
But yeah, pretty interesting. Horton Hears a Who was number 10. Quantum of Solace number 9. Twilight. Ooh, Twilight number 8.
Twilight, the first Twilight?
Yeah, the original. The OG.
Wow. Jeez.
And then you got Madagascar, Escape to Africa at 7, Kung Fu Panda at 6, Wall-E at 5, Hancock at 4, and then Indiana Jones, Iron Man, Dark Knight.
Interesting.
Interesting is right.
Interesting year. Huh. So what did you think of Iron Man on the rewatch?
Favorite Marvel movie ever.
It's your favorite so far. Wow.
Yeah, even better when you watch it, take some time off and watch what they put out recently and then you go back to it. It's so
That's very
so
true.
That's definitely my number 1.
There was so much that I didn't remember. Like I barely remembered the premise. I do remember him being in a cave in Afghanistan for some reason. I couldn't really recall what. I remember he got out, but that's pretty much all I remembered. I didn't nothing else really stuck in my brain. Didn't remember Jeff Bridges was in it as the bad guy.
He was great.
Spoiler alert. Yeah. This was it was really good. I loved it. I was not checking my watch or my phone for the time like I was during Captain Marvel. But it was just kind of funny just to think back at like what year this came out. This was 7 years after 9/11. So like the whole terrorist and cave narrative was still really strong and prominent in our culture, in politics and pop culture. It's kind of kind of funny to like just to think back to where, what the collective was thinking back at that time. It was so good. I mean, I know everyone says this, but Robert Downey Jr. is the only person that could have played Iron Man. Like, he is so perfect in every way. He just.
That's funny though, because they were shopping around quite a bit. Hugh Jackman was considered.
Oh,
he was offered.
No.
Sam Rockwell, Clive Owen, and then Tom Cruise was actually pushing real hard to get that role, but they didn't give it to him because he wanted complete control of like the character.
Well, good.
Yeah,
I'm glad that didn't happen. I mean, I know I love a good Tom Cruise movie, but that's just not it's not the movie that you want to make into a Tom Cruise movie.
Right. He's good at Mission Impossible. I love him in that.
It's so good. Great. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Keep making them. I don't care. I'll keep watching them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no to all of those people. Hard pass on every single one of them. No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Thank God they went with Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, and then they
outstanding role with the perfect actor.
Yeah, he really just knocked it out of the park. And it's so much so that like it's so iconic that he like almost is Iron Man and Iron Man is Robert Downey Jr. Like they're like forever. Yes. Yeah. I mean, there's no way you're ever going to be able to cast somebody else in that role and in the future, and never, like, because it could never possibly be that good.
Too good.
It's just too good. Just hit the nail on the head. And Jeff Bridges was really good. It's just so funny, like, to think of him as like a Marvel character, because he just seems like such a serious actor to me, that it's kind of interesting that he even took like a superhero movie role, because it's just not what I think of when when he comes to mind.
I mean, for sure, I know what you mean. It's not his type of movie.
It doesn't really seem like he's awesome.
Yeah, he's
he would be awesome in anything. Like he's one of those actors that actually can take on just about any role and just, to be really good.
Yeah.
I really like Terrence Howard. It bums me out that he doesn't, that Rhodey was recast, because I don't know.
He was a good Rhodey, but also it was his own fault. He was the highest paid cast member in that movie for the first one,
which is insane.
And he was, I don't know if he wanted more or if he was upset because they tried to give him less to give Robert Downey Jr. And he wasn't having it. And then Favreau was just like, he's not really that great to work with. I had to do a bunch of reshoots.
I totally get that. I mean, if you prove you're worth the money, that's one thing. But then if you start making all these demands and you're already like one of the highest paid, and then you're kind of, pain in the ass to work with. Well, I fully support you getting recast. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But I did really like his performance. Like he was really fun. Mm-hmm. It was really fun to watch him. Gwyneth Paltrow was good.
I like her as Pepper Potts.
Yeah.
I do. I think she's a good Pepper Potts.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily something that you couldn't recast.
Right. Yeah. Like there's plenty of actresses that could have played that very well. But Pepper's a good foil to Tony. You know, he's so outlandish and she's just so like reserved. And yeah, they're a good team. I like them together a lot. But yeah, this was really fun to rewatch because I didn't remember any of the story about like Jeff Bridge Obadiah, his character, like also like making a suit. I didn't remember that at all. So that was really fun on the rewatch. Love it. So yeah, so since this is the third Marvel movie, we're going to keep a running tally of our favorites in order. I'll give you mine and then Grumpy can give you his, but I'm going to stick with Captain America as being my favorite, followed by Iron Man, followed by Captain Marvel so far. We'll update the list every time we rewatch a movie. I'm staying with Captain America because, not necessarily because I thought it was the better movie. I just enjoy that character just a little bit more. Like if I could only pick one of these movies to watch again, I'd probably have to go with Captain America. I love the character, the aesthetic, all the detail that went into it was really beautifully done. And I think I'd probably have to pick Captain America. And my number two spot for me is Iron Man. And 3 is Captain Marvel, obviously, because that was just because it was just like an afterthought. Mm-hmm. So how about your rankings?
I'm gonna switch the top 2. I'm going Iron Man first and then Captain America.
I had a feeling you would.
I don't know. It's just that's my style of superhero. Mm-hmm. Someone that's, I don't know. Yeah, it's not really a superhero though. Like it's all a suit, but it's like I like that arrogant.
But that still makes a good superhero. He's kind of, he's very much a Bruce Wayne in that aspect. Is he doesn't necessarily have like some kind of super serum or something that makes him an X-Man or something like that. But, his billionaire status does help him maintain this, secret identity that he also, uses to, do good. And I like in Tony's case that he's trying to right the wrongs of the company, of his dad's company.
Exactly.
And steer the ship in a more ethical direction. That's a good reason, basically, raison d'etre to do what he does as his motivation. So yeah, I don't get me wrong, I love Iron Man, and I do like the story arc his character does eventually take. I do, like it's, his is more of a redemptive story arc as opposed to the classic hero's journey. But yeah, they're both so good.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a good stretch here too, because next we have Iron Man.
We're in a good stretch. Okay, so Iron Man 2. And these videos are going to be posted on Wednesdays, right? Isn't that what we decided? Or Thursday? Thursdays. Okay, sorry, everybody. So come back next Thursday for Iron Man 2. That'll be our 4th episode in the Countdown to Doomsday series that we're doing. So come back next Thursday for Iron Man 2. Any fun facts you want to share with us?
Yeah.
Before we wrap it up?
Oh yeah. Funny. Yeah, this is actually pretty hilarious. Christopher Nolan said that Robert Downey Jr. was the best casting choice in movie history.
That's interesting.
So
then he felt compelled to go ahead and make the worst casting choice in all of cinema history.
Yep,
okay.
Exactly.
That's That's quite the fun fact.
Yeah. Do you know what Jarvis stands for?
No, but I guess I do remember at some point it did stand for something.
Did it say it in the movie? I don't remember.
I
don't think so.
I don't think so.
It stands for just a rather intelligent system. And it was actually named after Tony's butler, who raised him after his parents died. So there's definitely a very similar, like, I guess, backstory to Bruce.
Yeah, definitely very similar. But they're, that's fine because the actual properties and the characters are so different at the same time. Like, even though it's pretty much the same thing, it's totally different, especially tonally, like, for the most part. Yeah, I really like
Edwin Jarvis.
Edwin Jarvis. Huh. We didn't get any of that in the movie, though, right? Like,
no,
they don't address that in the movie, right?
No.
I was gonna say, I could have missed something. Somebody could have distracted me.
And actually, Iron Man was Stanley based him on Howard Hughes.
Really?
Yeah.
Howard Hughes.
Howard Hughes had a pretty similar, playboy lifestyle, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, until he turned into like some kind of weird recluse, right? Didn't, like, towards the end of his life.
Yeah, he definitely did when he got cancer.
Well, that's a fun little nugget.
Fun. And this was
Howard Hughes.
The cameo Stan Lee makes. This was his favorite of all the Marvel movies.
Nice. That's a good one.
Playing Hugh Hefner. That's awesome.
I love Stan Lee so much. Well, that was a good one. All right. Yeah, so any other?
No, that's all I got.
That was such a good episode or movie, and I can't wait to start Iron Man 2 because I like Mickey. That's the one Mickey Rourke's in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't really remember the storyline. I just remember him being in it, and like, man, I wish his career was different because he's so good.
He really is. Like, there's just so many movies that Mickey Rourke made that movie.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, thank you for watching, everybody, and make sure you join us next week. Thursday, we will be covering Iron Man 2 and our series Countdown to Doomsday. Thank you for watching, everybody.
Peace.